Hello everyone, welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to talk about creating a nice topic sentence for each of our paragraphs. So I have inputted a who, what, when, where, and why or how list, just so you can see the way that I'm going to be thinking. But you don't need to write that in your paper if you don't want to. Here's how we write a topic paragraph. First, we write who or what is this story about. Now I could say that it's about weather is really cool, or I could write that the who is I like weather. So in this sentence I'm going to write I, and then I'm going to write what? I like cold weather. When? In the winter. Where? In the mountains. Why or how? Now to answer the question why or how, I want to look at my first detail and my second detail. So in my first detail, it gives me early sunsets, which I get to watch when I'm coming home from work, and I enjoy the cold temperatures because of the clothing that I get to wear. If you put those two together, I'm thinking, well, it changes the way I live my life, so that's what I'm going to write. After thinking about that for a minute, maybe my life is too big of a statement. Maybe it changes the way my days go, or the way I enjoy my days. So how about if I change it back to that? There we go. There are many times when I pause the recorder and I stop and think for a minute before I type. So don't be confused. Don't imagine that I can think this quickly and write my ideas down this quickly. It takes me some time to stop and think about them. So if it takes you time too, that's normal. That's what writers do. Okay. Now, let's look at these who, what, when, where, and our why or how, what we call our 5W sentence. And let's move these little black phrases around. I always like to put my when part first. Doesn't always go there, but often I like it there. If you have a part that tells when at the beginning of a sentence, put a comma. I'm going to say that one more time. If you have a part that tells when or where at the beginning of a sentence, follow it with a comma. Okay. Now, in the winter, I like cold weather. In the mountains, because it changes the way I live my days. I enjoy my days. Alright, now I can delete all of this and we can just look at our topic sentence. In the winter, I like cold weather in the mountains because it changes the way I enjoy my days. In the mountains. How about in my mountains? Maybe you live in a valley or on a prairie. I actually do live on a prairie, so I'm going to write on my prairie. In the winter, I like cold weather on my prairie because it changes the way I enjoy my days. Perfect. Okay, let's look at the topic sentence for body paragraph 2. This time for the who, I'm going to use New Year's Eve party because that's the subject. The who is the New Year's Eve party. New Year's Eve what? Is the best holiday when at our party, at our house. Why? Alright, now let's see how we can move those things around. I'll turn this one black. Okay. New Year's Eve is the best holiday. Now I usually like to put when or where at the very top. So I'm going to put where at the very top this time. At our house, comma. If you start a sentence with a part that tells when or where, follow it with a comma. At our house, New Year's Eve is the best holiday because at our party we enjoy Music, friends, and fireworks. There we go. There's our topic sentence. We get rid of our little blue words, and we have a nice topic sentence there. Now that I have a topic sentence, I can delete my topic. I'm going to run back up to my first body paragraph and delete the topic word because I've replaced it with the topic sentence. Here we come down to our last one. Now this time, I'm going to write it as though I've had a lot of practice with who, what, when, where, why, or how. Snowboarding. So I'm going to start with when. In the winter, I, that's the who. What, love to snowboard. Where, on the mountain. Why or how. Instead of why, I'm going to mention how this time. As fast as I can. Alright. Now we have this topic sentence. In the winter, I love to snowboard on the mountain as fast as I can. Easily done. Okay, so now you should know how to write your topic sentence. If you forget what you're supposed to include, look here. Include who did what, when and where, and either why or how. That's all there is to it. Then go ahead and move your phrases around until you find a sentence structure that you like. Okay, your turn. Let's get started.